bustin', not for discussion. We play with drums like shit is percussion. Stay with a hammer like this is construction. Drink too much Henny, might shoot up.
What's good, YouTube, man? It's Clutch. We're back at another video. Today's video, we got the top 3 shooting guard builds as of patch 8. You guys know me, man. I'm gonna give you guys the best builds. My bad for not posting. I haven't posted in 4 days. I ain't gonna lie, I've been grinding all of 2K20. It just feels like 4 days is a lot to me. But man, I just want to get that out the way. But first, make them a shooting guard in whatever hand and whatever number. Do whatever you want to do. Now, this very first build, I'm not gonna lie to you, this build is godlike. It gets hella badges. The pie chart we're going with is all playmaking. You guys can see we have good finishing, good shooting, good playmaking, and good defensive and rebounding. This build is straight, I'm telling you. Now, when it comes to physical profile, obviously you want to go with the one that has the most speed. So make sure you guys do that. You guys get a 95 speed, which is crazy. You're fast as hell. Now, when it comes to attributes, make sure you guys copy them down, just like I do them, to maximize the amount of badges you want to get. This build, I think it gets like a total of 61 badges, which is crazy for a guard. And standing dunk, I actually put that to 28. Shooting, I think I maxed out pretty much every shooting stat. Yeah, I think I maxed out every single shooting stat. Now, this build is actually better in my opinion than picking playmaking and shooting pie chart, because you have better finishing and your defense is actually better with this build, opposed to the other one. You take a big hit in your defense and your shooting, or not shooting, finishing, my fault. But you guys can see we get the 27 playmaking. We're not gonna get 30 of them. If you guys want to, go ahead, but this is just the way I'm making the build, and I found out this is actually probably the best way to make this build, because if you put more playmaking, you're actually gonna lack in defense or finishing. But you guys can see we put that defensive rebound up all the way, and you guys can see we get a total of 8 defensive rebounding badges. All right, you guys can see we get 10 finishing, 15 shooting, 27 playmaking, and 8 defensive rebounding. If you add that up, that's a total of 60 badges. 60 badges on a guard. You guys know that's godlike. You're not lacking in any part of your game. You got good finishing, good shooting, can dribble the ball, and you have good defense. You're not lacking in anything. This is probably, out of these top 3 builds, I think this is probably my favorite build. But body shape don't matter. I'm just doing defined. Now, when it comes to height, I recommend going 6'5" with this build. The tallest I would say is 6'6", because you still have a 90 speed. Your ball control is still pretty high, and you're decently tall. But I recommend doing 6'5", because you don't lose anything. You have a 95 speed. You're tall. You have good playmaking, 95 ball handling. So make sure you guys do that. Now, when it comes to the weight, I actually put the weight to about 200 pounds. Now, that's not the lowest weight for this build. The lowest is actually like 175 pounds. But I recommend doing 200 because you don't really lose nothing at all. You're still strong. And if for having weight, it's actually to help you drive in the paint. So to help you finish contact layups and stuff like that. Now, wingspan, I recommend going the smallest, 77 inches. For the better shooting, get an 82 midi and a 78 three-pointer. It's pretty good. Decent shooting stats, of course, want to do that. Now, for the takeover, I do recommend doing shot creator, because you guys seen your shooting's not the best. It's not bad, but it's not the best. You guys see 82 midi and 78 three-pointer. When you have a shot creator takeover, it's going to help you out a lot more. So make sure you guys do this to improve your offense even more. So you guys can see this is what the build is called. It's called the slashing playmaker, similar to Pete Maravich, James Harden, and Devin Booker. Pretty good build. Like I said, this build gets 60 badges in total. It's a really good build, doesn't lack in anything, so I do recommend doing this build. Not gonna lie to you, this is a very good build. But now, like I always do in all my top 3 videos, you guys know I gotta give you guys the badges, so let's get right into it. Now, when it comes to finishing badges, I do recommend doing contact finisher. I would have to say giant slayer. And these last 4 badges, I recommend doing silver fancy footwork and silver slithery finisher. It's a good combination. I recommend doing this. Godlike finishing badges, of course, you guys know me. But now we go get straight into the shooting. You guys see you get a total of 15 shooting badges. Obviously, you need gold quick draw, gold range extender, gold hot zone hunter, gold green machine, and gold difficult shots. That was pretty easy. Those are the 5 badges you need. I'm telling you, those are the best badges. Make sure you guys do that if you want to shoot the big greens. Now, playmaking badges, you get a total of 27. I recommend handles for days, quick first step, space creator, unpluckable, tie handles. And when it comes to these 7 badges, you can go a lot of different ways when it comes to these 7 badges. Now, there are some different combinations you guys can go with, but some badge I do recommend putting on is Hall of Fame Dimer. It's gonna help your teammates out, so why wouldn't you want that badge? Make sure you guys do that. Also, the stop and go badge ain't bad. Say if you stop a lot when you dribble, you want a little speed boost out of that, it's a good badge. But Dimer, I do recommend having that. But like I said, there's a couple combinations. You can go with gold flashy passer, gold floor general, or gold needle threader. And out of the, or even flashy passer, you can do that too. But I'd say probably needle threader is probably the best one. But that's just what I would recommend. Make sure you guys do that. Now when it comes to defense, you get 8 defending badges. You want gold clamps, gold pick dodger, and I would have to say silver intimidator to play that better defense. This build is straight, man. You get 8 defensive badges. You're gonna be able to play great defense. But that's build number 1, man. Let's get straight into build number 2. Alright, man, here we go with build number 2. Of course, make him a shooting guard, right-handed or left-handed, don't matter. But here it comes when skill breakdown. This build is crazy. You guys will be able to get contact dunks, play defense, all that stuff in one build. A lot of you guys will probably think it's the playmaking and slashing, but it turns out it's actually this pie chart, defensive and playmaking. I know you guys are probably thinking, why this pie chart? You guys can see, you guys need an 85 driving dunk to get contact dunks. You have an 87 with this build. And when it comes to shooting, look at the shooting. When it comes to this one, you have a 73 mid-range and a 64 three-pointer. This one, you actually have a 72 midi, and you guys can see the shooting is actually better on the rebounding and playmaking one. You guys can look for yourselves. I'm just discussing it, but I recommend doing this one. It's a lot better, plus your defense is better, of course. Now when it comes to physical profile, a lot of people would just say go max, or the max agility one, but trust me, I recommend doing this one. I'm gonna show you guys later in the video why you want to go with balanced. You have good strength, good speed, and good vertical. I'm telling you, please go with that one. You guys will not regret it. Now when it comes to the upgrades, make sure you guys do it exactly like I do it, just like every single video. Self-explanatory, where to get the max badges I can get to make sure I give you guys the best build. Now when it comes to shooting, make sure you guys max out pretty much every single stat. I'm going to show you guys right here. I think I maxed out free throw, and I took a little bit off of post fade. I think I put it to like a 70. Yeah, I put it to 70. Playmaking, obviously you want to max out your pass accuracy, ball handling. You get an 85, and I think I put a little bit on post moves. Yeah, I put a little bit on post moves as well. So you get some 20 playmaking badges. Now the rest of these upgrades are actually going to go to your defense. Like I said, this build is going to have pretty good defense on the guard. A lot better, even better than the last build, which had 8 defensive. I thought that was a lot. Now this one blows it out the water. Not going to lie to you. You guys can see that defensive rebound, when you put that up, you get a hella upgrades. Now we're not even done putting all the upgrades. We already got 9 defensive and rebounding badges. That's crazy. You guys can see. Now these last few upgrades, I decided to put them on steel. Max out the steel real quick. You guys can see I was just looking because I was like, I have these extra upgrades. What should I put it on? But I decided to put it on steel. And you guys can see here's what the build is looking like. Now we get a total of 10 finishing, 10 shooting, 20 playmaking, and 18 defensive and rebounding. That's a total of 58 badges. These builds have hella badges. You know that's a good thing because you're not going to lack in any type of thing at all. You can shoot, play defense, finish, all that stuff. Now body shape don't matter, like I said. Now here's why I told you guys to pick the balanced pie chart. You guys can see the best height for this build, in my opinion, is go 6'4". You guys just see right here, 6'4". Take it down real quick to that big 6'4". Look at that. You guys see you have an 87 ball handling, your shooting goes up, you still can get contact dunks. You have to have an 85 driving dunk to get contact dunks. You guys see we have an 86. Look at that speed. It jumped up to 90. A 90 speed. Hey, it's not 95, but 90. Come on now. Plus, -5 difference. That's not a big difference. When it comes to the weight, I recommend putting max weight. Actually, not max weight. I think I did 215. 215. You guys see, look at our strength. It doesn't affect us too much. I know you guys are probably thinking, it doesn't affect us. And weight is actually going to help us get contact dunks and finish contact layups. Trust me on that. Weight's going to help you. You don't lose too much anyway, so might as well do it. You guys can see, pretty good, not gonna lie. Now wingspan, of course, take it all the way down so you get better shooting. You guys see we have a 76 midi and a 69 three-pointer, 90 ball handling. And look at that strength, 81 strength on a 6'4" guard. This is why I think it's better than the agility pie chart, because you guys can see we still have a 90 speed and we have an 81 strength, and our vertical and stuff is still good. That's crazy. That's about the same strength as a center. Now when it comes to takeover, same thing as last build. I recommend doing shot creator because your shooting stats are not the best, and this is going to improve them a lot. You guys can see 76 midi, 69 three-pointer. When you have that shot creator takeover, it's going to help you out a lot on scoring. So make sure you guys pick this one. I don't care what the other takeovers are. Please pick this one. Now you guys can see this is what the build's called. Two-way slashing playmaker. Most similar to Kobe Bryant, Luka Doncic, and James Harden. This is a godlike build right here, man. I'm telling you, can get contact dunks, can speed boost, can shoot, and play great defense. I'm telling you, great build. You guys know me. If you guys are still watching, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe. We about to hit 5K subs. We about 35 subs away. Make sure you guys sub up. But without further ado, we gonna get straight into the badges for this build. We gonna start it off with finishing. I recommend the same exact lineup as I did for my last build. Silver fancy footwork and silver slithery finisher. Great build. Obviously you need that contact finisher to finish those contact dunks, and giant slayer to help you finish over stronger centers. Telling you, great badges. Now when it comes to shooting, you get 10 of them. Not too much, but I recommend doing gold quick draw, gold hot zone hunter, gold difficult shots, and this last badge I recommend doing range extender. These are going to be the best badges for you. Telling you, do that. Make sure you guys do that. It's great. Now when it comes to these playmaking badges, you guys can see we get a total of 20, which equates to 5 Hall of Fame badges. So that's what we're going to do. Handles for today's Hall of Fame, quick first step, space creator, unpluckable, and tie handles. You guys can see this is what I recommend. These badges are the best badges for yourself, of course, but obviously you're not going to be able to get dimer, floor general, none of those badges because we don't have enough upgrades. Now here's where this build shines. A 6'4 guard with 18 defensive badges. That's godlike, let's be honest. I recommend Hall of Fame clamps, Hall of Fame pick dodger. I also recommend Hall of Fame intimidator. Might as well. You got hella defensive badges, might as well. And we still got 6 left. I decided to do this trapper badge, Hall of Fame. Hey, I didn't really know what it did, to be honest with you, but I just read it and it said it makes life difficult for when you trap the offensive player. You guys can see, let's read it right here. When trapping offensive players, defenders are more effective at forcing pickups and turnovers and stuff like that. So I was like, that sounds like a pretty good badge. We gonna throw that on. And tireless defender, when they're fighting through those screens, you're gonna need a badge so you don't get tired. Now something else I want to show you guys, if you're a threes player, definitely put on this chase down artist. It's a great badge, I'm telling you. But if you're not a threes player, just put on Trapper Hall of Fame. But that's build number 2, man. Let's get straight on to build number 3. Alright, here we go with build number 3. This is my shooting guard lockdown defender build. This is a pretty good build for those of you guys that want to make your lockdown defender a shooting guard. Now when it comes to making a lockdown defender, obviously you want to pick the shooting and defense pie chart. Obviously everybody knows this is the best pie chart when it comes to making this type of build. Now physical profile, you could go balance, but I feel like your speed takes too much of a hit to really do that. If you want to go balance, but I'm gonna recommend for this build, do agility just so you have the max speed. But hey man, like I said, it's up to you. Do whatever you want to do, whatever floats your boat. Now when it comes to these badges, of course, just copy everything down so you get the max badges. You could probably tweak some stuff around. I know some people in my comments be tweaking stuff around to get some more badges. Hey, if you find a way to, go ahead, you know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm doing in the video. This is what I did. You guys can see we're maxing out pretty much every shooting stat. I think I put a little bit down on post fade, or did I max it out? Actually, yeah, I put it to like 78. Now when it comes to playmaking, make sure you guys max out pretty much most of this stuff as well. We get a decent amount of playmaking badges, and the rest of these upgrades, put them on your defense. Obviously you're not a lockdown defender if you don't have defense, so we're gonna max out pretty much every single defensive stat just like that. And these last upgrades, put them on your defensive rebound. Now you guys can see the build right here. We got a total of 4 finishing, 18 shooting, 9 playmaking, and 17 defensive rebounding. That's a total of 48 badges. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. 48 badges. It's not as much as other builds, but this is a lockdown defender build. It's pretty much not like a guard build. The other two, if you're looking for a speed boosting guard, make sure you guys look at the first 2 builds. This is for the guys that want to make a lockdown defender. But that's pretty much it when it comes to this attributes and stuff like that. We got pretty good speed and stuff. Now body shape obviously don't matter. I just picked defined. It don't matter what you pick though. Now when it comes to this build, you can't speed boost, so I recommend going the tallest, which is 6'7". You might as well with this build, to be honest with you. You can't speed boost anyways. You're not really a ball handler, so might as well. Weight, I recommend putting the weight up a lot, not too much. I think I did 220 pounds. You get a little bit more strength. You lose what, like some lateral quickness, but you're still fine. Trust me on that. You're not lacking too much. I think I did like a total, yeah, 220 pounds. Good weight for me. Good weight for me. That's a good weight in my opinion. So I make sure to do that. Now with this build, I do recommend doing max wingspan just because you're a defender. It's going to help you play better defense, but you still have good shooting. 74 three-pointer, 76 mid-range. A lot of people are kind of tempted to go shortest wingspan for better shooting, but you're a defender. You need long wingspan to play better defense. Now when it comes to takeover, these are the only 2 options you want to do, lockdown or sharpshooter. I recommend doing lockdown though for the better defense, but hey, if you want to do shooting takeover, by all means, go ahead. This is what I would recommend doing, lockdown defender. But you guys can see this build is called a 3-level scorer, similar to Allen Houston, Victor Oladipo, and James Harden. All 3 builds said similar to James Harden. I don't know, but 3-level score, I mean, I guess so, whatever. I don't really agree with that name, to be honest, but that's just what 2K decides to name it, so hey, by all means, whatever. It don't really matter. Now, when it comes to the badges, of course, we're gonna go crazy. Finishing badges, you only get 4. I recommend doing gold, actually no, silver contact finisher and silver lob city. I feel like with this build, you're gonna be catching lobs, but if you're not gonna be catching lobs, or you don't think you are, you don't really need lob city finisher, you could probably use Giant Slayer. Now, when it comes to shooting, you get 18 of them. Hall of Fame Quick Draw, Hall of Fame Range Extender, Hall of Fame Hot Zone Hunter, Hall of Fame Green Machine, and Silver Catch and Shoot. These are the best badges. You're going to be shooting hella greens with this build. This is actually a pretty good build when it comes to shooting. Something else you could probably do too, you could probably take that Green Machine down to gold if you want a higher catch and shoot, because I know it's kind of low. Or you can even do the range extender and put the catch and shoot up to gold. It's all up to you. If you want the Hall of Fame range extender and gold, silver catch and shoot, hey, but by all means, do what you want to do. Now with this build, these are my 3s players. Make sure you guys put on Break Starter. Also, this was kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie, but I eventually figured it out. I was like, you definitely need Quick First Step. That badge is one of the best playmaking badges. Space Creator and Unpluckable. That's what I recommend if you're a 3s player. Now, if you're a 2s player, make sure you guys do these badges. And also, I put the Silver Unpluckable, Silver Space Creator, because your Pluckable can't be that low, let's be honest. Now, these are the badges for the 2s players. I recommend doing this, and I think I did Gold Unpluckable. Yeah, I did. And then this last badge, it really don't matter, honestly. Some options I can see are probably Needle Threader, Bailout. I just decided to do Bailout, but do whatever you want to do. Now you guys get a total of 17 defensive badges. I recommend Hall of Fame Clamps, Hall of Fame Intimidator, Hall of Fame Pick Dodger, and these last few badges I did Hall of Fame Trapper and Bronze Tireless Defender. If you're a 3s player, take off Hall of Fame Trapper and put Hall of Fame Chase Down Artist. That badge is great. But that's pretty much the end of the video, man. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe if you're new. I have more top 3 videos if you guys want to check them out. But that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for the recent support. Make sure you guys sub up. We about to hit 5K. But until next time, clutch up.
I'm feeling your energy, and shorty, man, she really into me. I got lots of enemies, and they wanna act like they friends with me.